tick, boom.
Hey, is that crazy lady dancing at the State House still? Like, what's she doing? All right. Hey, besties. All right. Shout out to Glenn Lake. He came up with that brilliant saying. So, Glenn Lake, sir, love it. So welcome back, besties. You're here again. I didn't scare you off. You still want to hang out with me. Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 10 a.m. after a day of wows, or is my favorite saying, WTF, question mark, exclamation point, right? Whew. And I've been antsy because I have held off on doing my favorite thing in the morning, which is checking the defense fundraiser page. That's part of my morning routine. I love going there. It's become its own, like Karen said, it's become its own social media with the comments and donations. So without, yes, WTF, like that is just my saying. It's one of my, on my very first signs I created myself, as the trolls like to say, kid writings of just picking up poster boards and doing it with markers and crayons, and like, yeah, it's art from the heart, of course. And my favorite one is yeah, you know. So my favorite one is the whole Karen Reed was framed by the LE, Sandra Birchmore was murdered by LE, Justin Root was executed by LE, and DA Morrissey buried it all. What the fuck? Yes. So sorry if kids are listening. WTF? So yes. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and do what I have been waiting to do all morning. And go check out the donos on the Free Karen Reed Defense Fund. And like I've said before, by the way, I didn't even test the mic. Am I good? Put a 1 in the chat if everybody can hear me. Because I know there was mic issues before with my comfort mic that we have named Mike. Not Boston Mike, just Mike. Keeping it simple, you know. So it is good. All right, awesome. Hamster. Joe flip ahead. If you're going to be in my chat, you can't be making me giggle. Because you'll bring out the sillies. They're in there. I keep them in check sometimes. Got to be an adult when you're being recorded. That is a big mic. That's what she said. Stop. See the sillies. All right. Let's go to what I want to do here is read comments and on the defense page. And if you want to support me and you want to throw some love, I'll catch it, I'll hug it, but send it to the defense page, which I believe I linked to the top of the chat. So if you go there, it should be linked. I think I did that right. So please go there. And if you are feeling generous, send the dono there. Put whatever comment you want. As Aiden likes to say, you paid for it, you write it, I'll read it. So yeah, let's go on over. And credit to Turtle Boy Aiden as well, for the song that I use at the beginning. Oopsie, didn't ask permission or anything. It was a routine that I made up. Or was it me? Or was it just a crazy lady I recorded? Who knows who it is? But yeah, I used that song for people to learn a routine, and it's kind of synopsis with the Free Karen Read movement. So yes, Auntie Deb is here. Acting. Oh, that I need you, Auntie Deb, because you bring that out in me. I don't know what it is. I just get your energy. It starts going, and it's magic that happens. So it's not just happening from me, just out of the blue. Maybe never say no. That I also like to say that. Never say no. Are we sharing a screen now or what? Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We're so close to 680, guys. Can we get there? We can. Like today. Let's do it. We're so close. Let's just that number messes with my like aura too. It's like that doesn't feel right. Like it needs to say 680 or more. Anything above. All right. Fun part. We are starting off the day with a $40 donation from disclaimer, I'm not good at names. I will do my best. Please don't take it personally. I live by that too. It happens all the time, so I get it. I feel you, sis. I feel you. All right. So Rosalie Leary Homer, we ain't got no quit. Love that motto. Always. We don't. Never any quit. Quit is a bad word. Never quit anything in your life. All right. Next up, $10. See, I love this. Beverly is a joke judicial review coming for you. Okay. And the spelling? The spelling. All right. Beverly Canoni, I hope you see this comment and take it from me that America is watching and you are a disgrace and a joke and you will be disbarred. These are not my words. These are not my words. I'm just reading it. You are, can't. You are ugly fat as you are corrupt. You are a cancer in the judicial system. And FBI will make a fool out of you too. Yeah, they will. And she knows it. And that's why she was panicking yesterday. That's why she was out of breath. She definitely wasn't doing jumping jacks back there. So yeah, that was a good one. Not my words, but that bravo to you, person. Getting your feelings out, putting it right there for everybody to read it. All right. Okay. Yes. I need to highlight this because we know. All right. Back to here. No, back to here. Add it to stage. What's happening? It's all good. We got it. Let's keep going. I've been waiting to do this all day. I made sure not to for you guys. Okay. 25 from Anonymous. 10 from Anonymous. We got you, Karen. We ain't got no quit. Muscle, sunglasses. I love that muscle emoji. All right, 50 from Anonymous. Another Anonymous. People are staying anonymous today, and that's okay. You do you. Stay strong, Karen. You got this. The world is watching, and we ain't got no quit. That is so true. So true. The world is watching, and the world has a lot to say about this too. And I love it. And everybody should be speaking up. I mean, it's so obvious to so many of us. And I don't know why or how they have the gall to just do this out in the open like this. Like, yeah. But it's going to be perfect. The ending. This is all just, the middle of the book, the juicy stuff, the ugly stuff, all that. The ending is what we're all anticipating, but it'll be worth it. All right. 20 from Anonymous. Sending you support from the West Coast. West Side. All over. Yep. 10 from Mary Pat Ball. We stand with you, Karen. Heart. And 11 big ones. Laura, not Croft. But Laura Croft is awesome. Another strong woman. Excellent interview with Ted Daniels. Your grace is inspiring. I joined Free Karen Read today. And I am donating specifically because today the kettle met the pot. This case is destabilizing the entire justice system in Massachusetts. Stay the course. Welcome, Laura Not Croft. Just joined today because guess what? Everybody is finally maybe waking up, taking your blinders off. I mean, how could you not? How can you just see this and continue in your bubble and continue in, like I say, with your blinders on and just walk around in life just feeling okay with what's going on? Everybody is waking up. Everybody is, like I said, supporting Karen with these donations because they know it is being invested for what is about to happen. It's so much larger than just Karen. That is the most important part here. But it is so much bigger than that. And we'll get into more. Let's all right. 10 from Kathleen Brinsky. I tried my hardest. Hey, Karen, you got this. Stay strong. Never doubted your innocence. Can't wait to see what you accomplish in life after the next verdict. We all can't wait. We all cannot wait. All right, 500. Whoop, whoop, whoop. From Anonymous. Alan Jackson did nothing wrong. That's right. This is the delusion of Hank Brennan. Please join in with me to refute accusation. So right. Alan Jackson did nothing wrong. Bias Bev hates Alan Jackson. She wants him off the case. She just wants to hurt him, humiliate him, do whatever she can. But guess what? Everybody loves him because he is doing what's right, not even asking for money for it. He believes in his client 100%. He also knows his client is doing something so much bigger than this that's why he's spending his time doing this, and he's not going anywhere. Another 500 big ones from Anonymous. Today, Judge Bev allegedly appears biased as her reaction validates the shenanigans that impedes the defense. Where's the FBI? Oh, Anonymous, the FBI is here. The FBI has always been here. The FBI is still ongoing. They're just building their case. and more is coming out. And we're going to be at the Federal Building on March 5th. They've got until the 26th to respond. Tick, tick, tick. And 26th is Karen's birthday. February 26th. So we're going to the Federal Building, Joe's house. I will be there for sure. It's right down the street from me. Even if it wasn't, I would be there. And unfortunately, yeah, cameras are not allowed inside. But we'll fill you in as much as we can. Because it's going to be a glorious day. I mean, if people have been doing their homework, looking through the pages, what is it, 600, 700, something like that. I have not, but I'm sure it is filled with just jaw-dropping information that I can't wait to, hear about and explore with some of our other YouTube content creators that are going to go over it. I will not allow, but you guys do your thing. I am not going to, get in the way of you guys doing that. Never. I mean, I know nothing about that stuff. Why would I even pretend to? All right. Anyways, moving along. We've got $10. Mariah C. There's no gotcha when the facts and the feds on your side. The Commonwealth's desperation is palpable with their histrionics and rules for thee, but not for me. It comes as no surprise. The Fed's investigation is still active. They've been given so much to work with. We ain't got no quit. Mariah, she's on fire with that dono. All right, let's go check in with you people, my besties. I feel like I have not been saying hi and checking in with y'all. And I want to see how everybody's doing after yesterday as well. Oh gosh, how do I take down? Working out the kinks. I'm sure we want to see the glares response all the time, but hide current comment. Did it. Okay. Whew, yeah. So far we've just been through a few donos and we're feeling it, right? We're feeling what everybody else is yes. They all saw it. They all feel it too. They all are letting their frustrations out in the right way, which is don't go arguing with people on social media when all they're going to be doing is just, like I said, argue, and it's going to get nowhere. So put your feelings in a comments page and donate to the cause, because it's not just for Karen's trial now. I mean, yes, like I've said, that is the goal, but I mean, it's now like Sandra Birchmore entered that courtroom. Oh, and I want to get into that too. So maybe we'll take a break from reading all those donos and motions and emotions galore. Boston Brandy. Why did it decide to do him again? Do we have a biased StreamYard too? All right. Yeah. So I am going to oh, huh? Do I need to address Jennifer Jones? No, I don't. You guys got it. I don't need to do shit if I don't want to. And you know what? I don't want to. So you guys handle her. Um, but let's speaking of Mizzy, because I felt like, ooh, um, I didn't mention her on my last stream, and she should be mentioned everywhere. So I'm going to do my best to pin her, or if one of my mods knows how to do it, but please pin Mizzy's channel, because it was something that really moved me in the courtroom yesterday when hearing all of these names that were involved in helping Matthew Farwell get away with murdering Sandra Birchmore. Just hearing those names, I just thank goodness I was in the back row, because it took a lot for me to compose myself, and all I could think of is, Mizzy, this is your moment. Oh, people doing phone calls now. So yes, if somebody can pin her, that would be fabulous. And I'm going to go over the part where the amazing Miss Little was there, and I was so happy to see her there, because she's been doing so much work behind the scenes, and for her to finally I'm going to mute myself for 2 seconds. Chat amongst yourselves, chat, my besties. I've got a little interruption to deal with. Cool. I mean, life does still happen, right? It doesn't stop. Okay, let's get going to what I was doing, and talk about Mizzy, because that is what I wanted to talk about. Because I love talking about amazing women doing amazing things, and Mizzy has been doing that. She has been working with the Sandra Birchmore movement, which she started with one of her girlfriends. Excuse me for not remembering her name. But she has been doing this for 2 years. 2 years. And finally, over the summer, he was arrested finally, Matthew Farwell. And then finally, media started covering it. The word got out, and he's now in jail waiting for his trial, which I do believe that they have come to a date, but I'm not sure. But if you want any more information on that, please go to Mizzy's channel. And I don't know if it's pinned yet. But I would like to get that pinned to the top of the chat and go over to her channel, because she will cover all that stuff. And it is important to Karen's trial. She has uncovered that the same players helped to cover up the murder that Matthew Farrell committed to his victim that he essayed at the young age of 15. And there was very incriminating evidence to show that it wasn't a suicide. But his buddies, and I believe Kevin Albert was named yesterday too, and that was just like to hear that name in that courthouse too as being complicit in calling it a suicide as well was just okay. What does she do? I don't like hearing that. That's my own voice. Stop it. Okay, I'm just gonna go and who's misbehaving, guys? Name them. Name them. Name them. Did you just, Kelly? Did you just pin Mizzy's? Is that Mizzy's? Yes, it is. Thank you. Okay, because yeah. Okay, who's misbehaving and what are they saying? I kind of want to address it a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. It's fun too, kind of. Yeah. No. Um, it's the link, but can't be pinned. Okay, that's fine. I mean, as long as it's there, please go like and subscribe to her channel. This woman has been working her cute little tushy off and for 2 years. And yes, I also want to show nope, do that later. All right, let's highlight the beautiful and intelligent Miss Little. They were being a dick. Okay. Hey, no being those things in here. I have to pin it. You know what? This is just the second stream. I'll work out those things. Last time it was Mike and stuff, so we'll work it out. We'll work it out. Where's the stage? Where's the sage? I'm the only one who can pin. Oh, so if it's in there, I can pin it to the well, what I have pinned to the top is the defense fund, and that's what I really want there. That's but thank you for that info. Gosh, if only they made a class on this stuff. Well, I'm sure they do. All right. Let's check out the part where I really wanted to share because I had a moment in the courtroom, thought of Mizzy, and I really want to share this. If I can remember how to share things again. Yeah, here it is. Let's go. Hopefully it works.
All right. The second category of information, Your Honor, is information that relates to the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office investigation clearing Officer Matthew Farwell of the murder of Sandra Birchmore. There's certain names that this court will recognize. First responding officer, Sergeant Link. Detective, Kevin Albert. Trooper, Mike Dunn. Trooper, Zach Clark. Colleen Crawford. Lieutenant John Fanning. Trooper Garino. Lieutenant Brian Tully. Trooper Kathleen Prince. And Norfolk County District Attorney Michael Morrissey.
Their names were finally heard here that are watching like long crime and then the other YouTube streamers. Like that was just a moment, a very important moment. And I sitting there hoped wherever Miss Mizzy was that she was having that moment too. And bias Bev, she probably won't even allow it, but it was important for the world to know these same men and women were involved in helping to cover up a murder from another law enforcement officer. Ding, 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 motherfucking ding. If they've done it once, who's to say they wouldn't do it again? Who's messaging me right now? Okay, let's continue with this.
All of these individuals are material and relevant witnesses in this case. They are also material and relevant witnesses in the investigation that cleared sworn peace officer Matthew Farwell in the murder of Sandra
That's okay.
Birchmore.
That's probably her way
The
of saying it.
parallels in these two cases could not be clearer. It's the same material witnesses, same investigators, same prosecutors, same failure to investigate a law enforcement officer who should have been a suspect. Specifically in terms of our requests, we've requested an unredacted copy of MSP report number 26. There are certain reports in this case, Your Honor, that deal with material witnesses that are so heavily redacted that we can't make sense of what is even in them. It deals with an interview conducted by two material witnesses in our case, Lieutenant Fanning and Trooper Kathleen Prince, and we're simply asking for an unredacted copy of that report. As to request 3, we're asking for an unredacted copy of public record responses regarding email correspondence and communications associated with the Sandra Birchmore investigation. The communications we've received in our case have been revelatory.
Say her name. Say her name. And they said her name. Mizzy. She went to the select board meeting, or was it was one of the meetings, and she walked in there like the badass woman warrior that she is and went up to 3 and 2 Bob because he didn't know her name and yelled it to her, or yelled it to him. Actually, maybe my brain meant to say her because he was being a little P word about everything. 3-2. But she kept saying it to him. Say her name. Say her name. That is a video I need to pull up because, girl. Yeah, pin Mizzy's YouTube link again, please. Whew. Continuing.
Material and exculpatory. Given the consistency and parallel type of investigation, the communications between and among law enforcement officers and the Norfolk County DA's office with witnesses who are material to our case are relevant and should be turned over in discovery. Finally, we've also asked for an unredacted copy of all reports, communications, and handwritten notes and other documents from the Sandra Birchmore investigation concerning material law enforcement witnesses in our case. Your Honor, the reports by investigating officers that led to the improper clearing of Peace Officer Matthew Farwell in the Birchmore case go directly to the credibility of those law enforcement officers and their reports. The reports that they drafted in reaching certain conclusions,
Marco, what are you doing?
Farwell, directly go to their credibility in our case, which again deals with the clearing of a fellow officer. And I would cite one example, Your Honor. For example, Massachusetts State Police Trooper Garino, the same person who obtained and analyzed electronic devices in our case and reached certain opinions and conclusions, also analyzed electronic data in the Birchmore investigation. As it turns out, Trooper Garino made certain ultimate conclusions in at least one of his reports, stating that really there's nothing to see here. I found some text messages. They corroborate that Matthew Farwell had a consensual relationship with Sandra Birchmore. No evidence of improper conduct. Nothing to see here.
Excuse me? He RAPED'd her. Well, by the law, he did. At what, 15? 15 years old? Hi, Jim, Jerry, Gunn. Jim, Jerry, Gunn. Mark O is as smart as Paul O. Glen Lake. Glen Lake! I love you. Named my channel, my besties. Gosh, I get sidetracked. But yes, Gravino.
Yet, when the federal investigators looked at the electronic data, they recovered tens of thousands of text messages between Birchmore and Farwell that implicated Farwell in her murder. The text messages, which are publicly available and referenced in federal search warrants, affidavits, are incredibly disturbing. They establish that he had sex with her as a minor when she was a cadet in the Stoughton Explorers program. They detail violent fantasies. It's clearly implicates Matthew Farwell. It's not even a close call. Is it relevant and material to us that the same expert would analyze a fellow?
Yeah. Over here trying to hold it together. Like, no words, no words. But let's go.
Officers' electronic devices and make those types of
Tell the
conclusions?
world.
Of course it is. This information goes directly to Garino's credibility, bias, competency, and ability to conduct an investigation in this case, where there were law enforcement officers who should have been suspects. As to request number 5, Your Honor, we're asking for documents related to the internal affairs investigation into.
Okay. Oh, what did I press? So that was a unexpected. Like, I didn't know at all that that was happening. I don't know if any of y'all knew that that was going to be happening. And it is. It's disgusting that all those cops covered for Farwell. If they can turn a blind eye to turning a blind eye to murdering J.O. and framing KR as a cakewalk. Exactly. And I believe that was the point. That was the point in showing this. And in my opinion, I have no idea, but to me, it felt like that like we're showing, like, if these law enforcement officers that are crucial and witnesses on the stand testifying in Karen Reed's case and can cover up and help out one of their buddies and say that a woman killed herself when she didn't, it's like, what else are they capable of doing? Yes, she did. And it is still ongoing. Yeah, so that was a moment for sure. And I wanted to share that with all of you. And let's go back to reading donos. Maybe there's been some new ones. Maybe there hasn't, but I still want to continue it because I didn't even get to read all of them. Let's do a little refresh, see if anything's happened. We're still at, nope, we're not still. That was before. Let's refresh. Stop! Guys, look! Hi, I'm not normal. What? Boston Brandy. I'm not normal either. And I don't care. And I love that I'm not normal. Normal is boring. There's nothing worse than boring. But look at the number, guys. That feels good. That feels so good. I can't wait till it says 700,000 or 7 more. Here we go. 22.22, $22.22. From Anonymous, physics matter. Truth, science doesn't lie. ARCA doesn't lie. It's undeniable. Thing on that. The ARCA experts, they were available for both the Commonwealth and the defense to go on the stand. Shame on the defense for actually using them because they want the truth? Huh? Make it make sense. That doesn't make sense. Like, why didn't the Commonwealth want to have them on the stand? Think about it. Because it disproves their theory of the case. Their whole theory. Moving along. Brandy, girl. I love you. Brandy donates 10. Boston Brandy. Our new bestie, Miss Esty. Woo woo! Together, Team Reed will bring the evil that has lurked in mass for too long to light. Creators, boots, lawyers, randoms everywhere. United, we will free Karen Reed. I dream of the day her parents can finally have relief and peace from what their baby is going through. God bless all the Reeds. Brandy, you're so good with words. Like you on X, amazing. I mean, that's all that they want for their baby. And they want to retire too. I mean, they never imagined this for their daughter. But I know that she can handle anything. As she said on the interview, she accepts challenges because that's all she's faced in her life was challenges. Damn it. With her health, she's always been fighting. And it's going to be her constant with her health issues. But this was a different challenge for her. This was a mental, not a physical. But she wanted to keep moving forward, and she is. And she's taking the challenge, and she's fucking doing amazing with it. Whew. So moving forward, we have 10 from Virginia. Did I? Oh, no, you did. You donated yesterday too. I remember this name. Thank you, Virginia. Farizio. Nope, that's not how you say it, but Farizo. SD, congrats on your channel. Karen, stay strong. We have your back. Mwah. Oh, $10 from Anonymous on behalf of Etsy's ambition. Thank you, Anonymous. 10 from Heather Davis. That another name I saw yesterday. Shout out to Etsy. Did I just even say my own name wrong? Shout out to SD and Karen. I'm verklempt, guys. I'm verklempt. All right. 10 from Anonymous. Karen, if I won the lottery, I will pay you out of debt. What's happening to you is the literal definition of insanity, right? What happened in court yesterday only reinforces the corruption within the mass system. We are with you the whole way. Heart. Angela Lawrence, that was beautiful, Anonymous. Angela Lawrence, 120. We believe in you, Karen. Angela Lawrence, amazing. We do. Everybody does. Everybody that is not walking around, like I've said, with blinders on. Scott McGinnis, you're never going to let me live that down. Everyone that's not walking around with blinders on, minding their GD business, is seeing this and believes in her. And it's sad that people can't say it because of the repercussions that they'll get, like in their jobs and stuff. So many people, I mean, there was a man down at the federal courthouse when I was down there. I'm not going to give up his title or anything, but he used to be in law enforcement and he now works there. He used to work in Boston police. And he even says, we all know she's innocent. We all know she didn't do this. And I'm sure all of you have your own stories of that too in Boston. It's just, it's sad that they can't speak up and say it, but hopefully they will be able to say what they all know in their heart, because that's a prison in itself. Not being able to speak your heart, say your truth, all because of repercussions. Why are we living in a world like that? All right. Whew, keep up the fight. We've got a lot of people behind you, or you have a lot of people behind you. 100 from Anonymous. Yep. If I am reading ones that I've already read, guys, just holler at me. Put a 1 in the chat maybe, or a 2. All these 1s and 2s. 3, 2. We ain't got no quit. 40 from, I did read that one. All right. I do remember that name. So let's keep going down to where I stopped before. Those 500s, because everybody saw yesterday. 25 from, okay. Heather Davis again. Don't worry, Karen. We are all aware that Judge Beverly Canoni makes me want a cannoli, and hashtag Hank Breenan are ducking our word. We got you. I love that you guys are so free to say those words though too. Hey, it's your opinions and you have every right to say them. And if it feels good to you and it's not hurting anyone that doesn't deserve the hurt, in my opinion, I believe that they kind of deserve that hurt. All right, 50 from Anonymous. These are ones from yesterday or early morning. If you guys have noticed on the defense page, the time zone is different. So this was probably early morning for us or in the middle of the morning. So I'm no stranger to the corruption in Massachusetts, especially with small towns and their police departments. Good luck. And that just makes me sad that people have been living with this corruption and they go about their daily lives thinking it's just normal and that it's just going to be there. But why? Why do we have to live like that? It shouldn't be normal. It shouldn't be something that we just have there as part of our normal everyday. And that is what much bigger than her. So all you taxpayers too that are kind of pissed off that all of your money is being wasted by this sham, this trial number 2 that shouldn't even be happening, trial number 1 that shouldn't even have happened in the first place. Like, you want to help to fight this corruption and to have these trials that not be happening, then donate. Invest in that. I'll keep saying it and saying it. This is what they're doing. D.A. Morrissey is the corrupt of the corrupt in charge of all these guys. His little players, his little minions. And they're not going to be stopped and held accountable unless Karen's team keeps doing what they're doing. And they can't keep doing what they're doing without the financial support. And that leads me to another snippet from the interview with Ted Daniel. An amazing interview. All that and what Karen is fighting. Because she knows it's not just her. Patricia Vincent, I love you too. All right, is this showing up or no? It's not. We'll get back to reading donos in a second. But I wanted to share this because this is the point I'm making, that she knows she didn't want to be in this position. Of course not. Nobody would. But while she's fighting for her life, she's also fighting so this doesn't happen to others and fighting for the people that did this to her held accountable. Ask Bob, where have you been, sir? Where is he in this chat? I need to do a shout out to Ask Bob because I never, ever expected or wanted to have a YouTube or even be on camera like this. But this man, whenever I was in the comments, would ask me, like, when are you doing your show? When are you going on a show? Or if I was like in someone's chat, there he is. He would say, give SD a link. And I would be like, stop, your check's in the mail. You're my PR manager. I mean, here it is, Bob. You asked. So shout out to you. Much appreciated. I really just played along with you because I did not want to be doing this. But I've been doing everything I possibly could elsewhere off YouTube. But I just felt like it really still wasn't enough. And I wanted to use my time to make the most impact and help the most. So if putting my face on camera for people to judge and or not judge, everybody judges, but just to put myself out there, be weird because I am weird and get criticized for it, and all that other stuff that comes with it, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. I'll do it. I don't care. I'd rather be criticized and make a fool out of myself than watch Karen get railroaded. And I mean, I can still go out to the State House with my sign, make noise there. I can still, do dances, and I still will, but I also want to get out of reach doing this as well because I believe in Karen's innocence so much. And I believe with my heart and soul that she's doing so much more for us. Okay. Let's go to where I wanted to go with the Ted Daniel interview, where she asks like about her life and where she sees it going.
This case has become your identity. Is that for the rest of your life, or will one day you just want to put it all behind you?
I don't think I can, even if I wanted to. And I'm okay with that. It's more important, this fight, than anything I've done by a wide margin. And it's made me realize that this happens all the time. And I'm just fortunate enough to be able to fight back. But what's happened to me has happened too easily, too swiftly, with seemingly no checks and balances other than the ones we can bring, that this can't be the first, it can't be the first time. And it's 2025 in Massachusetts, and it's happening right before everyone's eyes. It's hiding in plain sight. So this is a problem that I hope I'm here to address. And even if I'm not, it will be addressed. We're doing it right now. Regardless of the outcome, which will be an acquittal,
Yep.
eyes have been opened. That's why Alan and I are sitting here, is there's interest, and people are evaluating their law enforcement and their elected officials and their district attorneys with a more critical eye than they were before. And that's a bigger impact and a purpose that I could have, even if it's been very, very difficult for me and the people that are closest to me.
Something that the prosecution.
Yep. Oh, what did I do? Yeah. I mean, it's not what she asked for, but she's making the best out of the knowledge she has gathered. And she's so brilliant. I mean, it's intimidating a bit, but I wouldn't want any other person to be in that position. Knowing that she has all this knowledge and has this team to help her with it is just, it's very, it's very safe, and not safe, but I trust in her 100%. And I don't know if I would trust just anybody else. I mean, she's proved to us over and over just how kind she is. She knows everybody's name. She takes the time to know everybody's name. She, when the defense fund first started, she thanked every single person, but now it is just like has blown up so much. It's like, you know, she's still working every single day on her trial, that it's, I'm sure she would love to be able to say thank everybody, but she just doesn't have that time. I mean, they just dropped a 600 or 700 page, terminology is not my thing, I'm sorry, page to the federal judges, and it's federal prosecution. And when did she have the time for that? You know, it's like they're constantly working. And I know 100% that she didn't waste any of that time that Judge Bev wasted at the courthouse. She definitely got with her team and just continued working on with the time that they had, because that was bullshit yesterday. I mean, everybody showed up, everybody traveled in for this day. It was going to be a big day. And then Judge Bev had her, you know, her adult tantrum. And having a tantrum in the courthouse. That's it. That's it. We're done for the day. What? I mean, Alessi had his motions that he wanted to go over. And no, we're done for the day. But yet you want this trial on April 1st. It just made no sense. It made absolutely no sense. Use the time in this courtroom with all these people and do it. But no, you had to make a scene, a dramatic scene about the lie that Breenan just told. Okay. So back to all that too. So I'm not going to, and I never will, speak for anybody else in that courtroom, but I make my own, like, I look around and notice things. And the thing I was noticing with Brennan, I'm trying to figure out, and these are my opinions about it, but Attorney Joe Krowski, you guys familiar with his name? He was Jill Daniels' attorney, and his son, Krowski Jr., was Colin Albert's attorney. And hold up. Okay. What do you think's happening? Just the fire department? It's nice to know he can call them and trust them, unlike the other residents of Canton. Wow. Well, prayers up. I mean, health is health. As much as we don't see eye to eye on things, like, never want to wish ill will on anybody, especially when it comes to your health. But thank you for informing us, my Dennis Sweeney court date. But yeah, Dennis, fill everybody else in the chat. Fill them in. But yeah, so I'm feeling like Brennan is a puppet. Like, and then Joe Krowski, Sr. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He's the I wish I had the clip of it, but he's the man that at the Stoughton courthouse, when Tom was filming, him walking out in with Jill Daniels, and Tom says to Krowski, like, "Good morning." And Krowski looks at the camera and says, "Fuck you." And it was just a moment where it was like, cool, okay. Little man's got some spice in him. But like, why? Like, okay, cool. But that clip, thank you. Brilliant. Couldn't have wrote it better. It was hilarious. So that's the guy. And he shows up every single time that Karen has a hearing. And he walks with Brennan and has lunch if there's a lunch break with Brennan. And he sits right behind Brennan, or, well, he's like, so you know where the family sits, and then there's that weird tape that they have. I mean, why can't they figure out something else besides tape? But he sits, so basically he was kind of sitting next to Bill Reed, except there was another guy there too. but he sits right there. And so when Brennan walks up to the podium, he'll look at Krowski and they'll give each other a look. And then during breaks, like they were looking at each other and Brennan was kind of like looking at him like, am I doing well, boss? Am I doing okay? And then there were some other comments from, the people I was sitting with, but it's not my place to say what they said, but we all are just keeping our eye. We're just like, what's going on here? Like they're working as a team, and your affiliation with the witnesses as representing them, or at least your son representing them. That's just, it's things that make you go, right? So that was just one of my observations. So let's also move along to no. Don't get carried away there, Esty. Let's go back to the dono page. See if any more donos came in. If not, then I also want to read the other ones that we didn't catch up on. So let's go back. Let's see what we've got. Because we're fighting corruption, and it doesn't happen without our Karen's belly getting full. Energy. And experts coming in. Flights. Hotel stays. It's what she needs. And we should be giving it to her because she's doing the work. She's putting in the work for all of us, guys. It's like this is her job. And so she deserves to get paid. All right. Oh, did we leave off on the R word one? Okay, 50-50. I want to ask Alexa to play some music. All right, DJs. What are we feeling like right now? Because I'm feeling like hearing some tunes. And since I don't plan on being monetized, I can't get stricken, so we can hear whatever we want. What are we in the mood for? Hit me in the chat with what you want to hear. Yes, we heard about Anonymous. All right, 50. You embody strength, grace, and resilience and inspiration to us all. You hear that? Mound up. Regulators! Oh, snap. Alexa, play Regulators by Warren G.
Regulate, featuring Nate Dogg by Warren G. from Brian's Apple Music.
Can y'all hear that? Alexa, turn up the volume. You gotta be handy with steal, you know what I mean? Okay. I know you're 100% innocent, and I can't wait for the real story to come out. Jessica Whaley, 25. All right, 100 from Anonymous. I'm so invested in the innocence of Karen Reed. I've watched while this woman has been so falsely accused, and I don't know how anyone with any intelligence can't see this. If yours, Alexa started playing it. If y'all got Alexas, they all might be playing it, and I ain't sorry. All right. 20 from Mariah Felciano. Oh, she wrote me a nice message yesterday too, girl. Mwah. Estee's new channel. We love her and you, Karen. I said, damn, what's next? Okay, 30. What? Again? Another one from Maria. Hey, I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my own town. Let me contemplate. Oh, geez, this might not be good because I'm gonna want to start like singing the lyrics. Good luck today, Karen. Just wanted to send you a donation this week. Like I said, I was gonna do every week. You're doing that every week, girl. Wow. That's amazing. Shout out to you, Maria. I want to say your last name right. Felcioni. Felcioni? Are you in the chat? Gat explode. All right, 50 from Anonymous. I've been following this case since the beginning. I'm astonished that you were not acquitted on all charges. Aren't we all? I don't think some of the jurors understood reasonable doubt to a moral certainty. No, to me, it felt like they wanted to figure it out themselves. And that's not the job of the jury. There was a buffet of reasonable doubt to pick from. You had your choice. It's just, I feel like juries think that it's up to them to solve the case. And the fumes will swim. Okay. Your trial has been so important because you have exposed significant issues in the Massachusetts criminal justice system as a whole. Through all of this, you have held your head high and conducted yourself impeccably. I wish you well. Carolyn Millis Adeline, South Australia. I'm not even going to try to do the accent. Crikey? To a whole new era. G-Funk, step to this idea. Funk onto a whole new level. Stop singing. Okay, 40 from Anonymous. I 100% believe you are innocent, and I'm shocked how the Commonwealth is still trying this case. Their mandate of only seeking justice is absent in this case. Exactly. If you Muffy, you almost didn't get that comment in, honey. But you did. I don't know why. But see you next Tuesday. I think that was appropriate for you. And congrats on writing that. Yeah. If they wanted to seek the real justice and find out what really happened, they would have used ARCA as well because they made themselves available for both. $25 from Anonymous. Double Jeopardy, alive and well in Massachusetts. Holla, yes. Do your job right. 100 from Pamela King. This is such an important case. The criminality of the state side is sinister. Free care. Pamela King, yes. And thank you for the 100 to Karen because she's doing the work. She's got to get paid to do this work. I mean, she had 2 jobs. She had 2 separate incomes before all this. And now she doesn't. She had to sell her home. Alexa, stop. Alexa, I'm talking.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Exactly. You don't know. Okay. I'm not going to fight with her anymore. She had to sell her home. She had to liquidate her what? 401k for all of this. So the least we can do is pay her for helping to take out corruption. And I ain't got no problem with it, and none of y'all should either. Okay, so 5 from Brooke M. Hope even a small bit can help add to the cause. I've been following the whole way. We're all on your side and have your back. A small bit does help, Brooke M. a small bit, and your comment helps, because financially helping her and emotionally helping her is what we're here to do, because we all know she's innocent and it's frustrating the fuck out of us. So what can we do besides support her in the way that we can, by going to standouts, by giving donations and sending her comments? Supporting her financially and emotionally is by far the best. Hey Karen, I just saw your full interview with Alan Jackson and Ted Daniel. Guess what? We still ain't got no queen. What? Where did that come from? Sorry. 35, Cynthia Lynch. Dive bar bracelets, Stoneham crew. I love all these dive bars that are happening now too. I mean, all these separate communities that are happening. Like, it's amazing, and all these friendships that are happening because of it, because you guys all have the same passions, and building a friendship and foundation out of a friendship out of that is so pure, and it's powerful. So dive bars happening everywhere. Love seeing it. And then you're doing bracelets, and then you're giving back to Karen. Awesome. 200 from Anonymous. Karen Reed is factually innocent. Yep. The car did not strike a pedestrian. John was not struck by a vehicle. Full stop. Why are you singing? Okay. Inconvenient facts aren't distractions. No, sorry, jurors. They're not. They're the truth. And the system's desperate attempt to bury them should terrify everyone. Free Karen Reed. 25 from Anonymous. Free Karen Reed. I believe everything you say. I do too. 80. You did great on Ted Daniel. We got your back. From Anonymous. 20 from Anonymous. You are so strong. I am in awe. I love how you have framed this fight for the betterment of justice. Oh, Etsy. I just called myself Etsy again. What? Esty. Is it me that's making you guys all say it wrong? 2 more entries for dinner with mom and dad. Okay. Let's go back to the people that are here, spending their time with me. I want to check in with y'all. How's everybody doing? How are we feeling? It is Wednesday. That's also what I want to say too, is I think I'm going to be doing the lives on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So today's Wednesday. Did I just say Tuesday? Can I fresh donations? Of course, of course, of course. Let's go back there. Thank you for saying that too. Anytime, guys. Anytime you want me to, or if you've made a donation, I will refresh and read them. What do we got here? From Casey Crowell. Did I say that right? Crowell? Watching the amazing bESTEYs live and need to send some love to you, Karen, and a chance for dinner with you and your amazing family. Know you have an army behind you, and we ain't got no quit. The dream team and all of your supporters have your back. No truer words. Thank you, Casey. And yes, I hope you sent that screenshot to Nick Rocco, because that's the way that you will be entered into a chance with dinner with Karen, mom and dad, LTL Media, and Mazza Media. And I'm sure a few others. So get your chances in. I believe this is maybe the last week. 2/9 is when they do the drawing. I just made that up, didn't I? I think 29 is when it started. I signed my name wrong on my passport. Wow. I hope that they were able to fix that for you. So that drawing ends. Somebody in the chat, hit it up. Do the right facts. All right, 5. Meg. What? Megabeth's clitter litter. Oh, best part of free care and movement is seeing Esty on YouTube. Stop. Spanky eats corn. I'm picturing that. Stop. No, don't picture that. I just did. 15 from Mike O'Neill. Esty kicking it real. Real for Reed. I love that. Mike O'Neill, you rock. All right. That was worth it. Eating corn the wrong way. Okay. Was that even up on the screen or did I not share it? I read it though. If it didn't get shared, I read it. Okay. Oh, yeah. I also wanted to share other thing. Okay, this time I'll share it. Do the clicky thing. Share the screen. Wanted to share. Oh, not yet. We've got messages. I gotta hide stuff first. But another amazing t-shirt that Microdots made. And it will be here soon. And all donations, all profit, once again, going to the Defense Fund. And it's going to be a good one. Let me show you it. Bum, bum. Hopefully that's shared. Is it there? Yep. Yep. There it is. Dream. Free Karen Reed. Dream. Dropping Saturday at midnight. Hey guys, the last t-shirts, they sold out. So while you can, dropping Saturday at midnight, our second Karen Reed Defense 100% fundraiser. By partnering with Nick Rocco and all of you, we were able to raise $10K last time. Let Tiff K say fuck yes. Show it. Woo! Tiff, I got you, girl. Fuck yes. I tried to hide that. I see you. Okay. So there it is, guys. So cute. I see what he did there. TEAM. Dream Team. Okay, guys. Saturday at midnight. They're going to go like hotcakes. So don't be snoozing. Set your alarms. Get them. And wear them. And look fucking hot in them. And spread the word. Okay. There was something else I wanted to share because sharing is caring. I labeled this next thing Finding Love Again. Because, or just even Karen enjoying her life again. in a normal way, because this is not normal at all. But she, I mean, as I said, there's not enough to say about Karen. And I know you guys all know that too. But the way that she looks at things, she is not a victim. She doesn't take the victim mentality, because what's that going to do for her? She is a warrior, and she says it here. Her thoughts on it. So let's go take a look on this one. If I hit the share button, it'll work. And getting to the timestamp. I love her answer to this.
It's just not, there's not a singular tip of the spear.
Do you
There
want
are
to say? Do
decision
you want
makers.
to? I mean, if,
They answered it very
Yeah.
pointedly, but there's a garbage in, garbage out problem that forensic scientists or
No, that wasn't it.
the investigators, their output.
Did I write this timestamp wrong? Nope, didn't. It's just a few more seconds. But I would like to think after this, she will be so open to a new love. And she's a smart lady where she's learned her lessons, and she will find that right man for her. I mean, I'm just going to let her talk. Let's just let her talk.
Our team through.
do you have the capacity to find someone new one day, or has that all just been destroyed by all of this?
No, it's not destroyed. I didn't do anything wrong. And I cared for someone and he cared for me. And it ended tragically. And tragic things happen to relationships every day, to 67 relationships are exponential this morning or last night. So I will not be permanently broken. I'm not broken temporarily. I've just been sidelined from what I thought I was doing on this planet, and it
Yep.
wasn't what I thought I was supposed to be doing. But there's been no irreparable damage to me or what I want out of life or what I want to make me happy.
Did you always know?
She's not a victim. She'll never be a victim. She's not damaged. This has just made her a new Karen, a better version of herself with all the knowledge she has and lessons she's learned. I mean, that's that. All right, let's go back. Somebody said something about there was more donos. So let's go check that out. Tell the DJ what you want to hear. Slap it in the chat. Who is she? Slap it in the chat. Okay. Go back to the defense page. Slap that request in there. Ask Bob. 25 from Ask Bob Brown. Karen, bESTEY is your champion, and we are all with you. You all are Karen's champions. I appreciate the sentiment though. Ask Bob. 100%. I'm just here, doing what I know all of you would be doing too. We all feel this. Let's remove that again. And I want to show you a little funny thing that coincides to I believe it was Yannetti, Attorney Yannetti was talking about it yesterday in his motion about, or maybe, oh gosh, I might be getting them mixed up, but talking about videos and how they're still not handing them over, even though they've been asked. And then Brennan says, I'm doing my best. I'm not going to try to imitate him, but I'm doing my best. And I'm trying to be fair. And I'm handing over everything I can hand over. But you're not. Like, and then everybody's just passing it around of who hid the video, not taking accountability of who did it, because they know whoever did it, the FBI is coming. So nobody wants to take responsibility. Who now? Cash Patel. I don't know who that is. Boop. Karen wasn't married to John. And that's a big reach about the motive for John's beating inside the house. Guys, they were dating. Okay. And John was a hot commodity around Canton, you know, like he had girlfriends there in that town. And they were dating during COVID. It wasn't ideal. Of course, they both cared for each other deeply, but it wasn't a perfect relationship. They had their issues. And guess what? I might be talking out of my butt here because I don't know their relationship at all. We're all speculating. They only know. We can assume things and act as if we know what was going on in their relationship, but we don't. None of us do. But people make assumptions about them and give motives for things, and that's just background noise and deflections and things that we just don't. Yeah. Getting sidetracked here. Boston Brandy, I need to highlight you again because you always know the things. No, oh, that's Lauren. Hi, Lauren. No relationship is perfect. Of course, the prosecution is going to highlight their problems to make Karen look bad. They're going to grab at anything, yes, to make her look bad. Too bad it didn't work with the nephew's video. Oopsie. That didn't work. She's allowed to move on. It wasn't her husband. She's human. And this is all just a bad memory. This will all just be a bad memory one day. Yep. Woo. I want to play now something to all of you that I'm sure you've heard. $37. Ask Bob. No. No. You've already put it in a gift here. Right. All right. Select board. I'm not even going to touch that. Other people have tried to touch that. But again, sentiment is appreciated. Why does brain not work when brain is being asked? Yes, I want to share this part. Click on it and do it.
Strengthened by the events of my life that brought me to 2022.
The hundreds of thousands of people who might be watching this, what would you like to say to them?
Thousands, even more.
Thank you to the vast majority of them. And like I've said earlier, only people very close to me knew the truth for a very long time, living day to day without a job, without anything to really focus on but this case. And no,
Hold on. Did I really just make up a word? Sentiment. What's the word then? Because you know what? Once you get to know me, you're gonna see. I do that. I make up words. And I will fool you into thinking that word exists. So now you know. Like I convince my own self that it is a word, and I will end up convincing you. And then you can thank me later when somebody else calls you on it and make you look dumb. Is it a word? I don't even care. All right, going back. Let's listen.
know that even my neighbors who I could see out my window didn't really know the circumstances. And to have hundreds of thousands hear this and be enlightened is just a massive relief. And the support that people come up to me, to my family. Alan and I had a meal paid for in the North End, and it was, I don't know the last time I've done anything but tip a waiter. And that generosity, that's all helping fuel this. It helps me spiritually, and it helps me financially, and I want to thank the vast majority of those people.
Yep. You guys are doing this. You guys are helping to stop corruption. She just happens to be the woman that is taking all of this on with her reputation, with her livelihood, and she'll get all that back. She better get all that back, or all of us will have a lot more to say and do. Because we ain't got no quit. We know what has happened. We know what is currently happening. So I love you all for being the empathetic people that you are, and seeing this and doing something about it. Whether standouts, making your own like circle, your close circles aware of this, talking about it, and spreading the awareness any way that you can. Social media, out and about, standouts. Did I already say that one? Probably. Okay, Scott, what? Misuse of words. So it's not a word. You know what? I try. Microdots. You saying that? No. I'm just here making a fool. Instead of making a fool at the State House dancing, I'm making a fool here in front of the camera. But it's what I need to be doing now. Seeing all this. Everybody make YouTube channels. Spread the word. Do what you need to do. I'll support your channel. But I also wanted to go and show you something. Speaking, oh, that's what I was saying. Speaking of the videos at Canton Police Department. So shout out to Resistant to Silence, their YouTube channel. Mods, link it. If you can please. I am going to share a live that I did on their stream one day. Where I had a little bit of an interaction with the Canton police. We were there doing a standout on a Friday. And I needed to use the bathroom, like a girl usually does. And I had heard from a few other of the supporters, you know, they don't let you use the bathroom, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, why wouldn't they let you use the bathroom? That's ridiculous. It's a public, like, building paid by the taxpayers. Like, anybody should be able to use the public bathroom. So I went to go use it and went in there with the camera. Because I was like, this, if I do get denied, like, it needs to be shown, because it just doesn't make any sense. So let's go. Let's show this little scene that happened that day. For context too, I first went in, and then everybody on the stream was upset that I was denied the bathroom. And they called in themselves to ask, like, hey, there was this woman here wanting to use the bathroom. Why was she denied? And they were just like, oh, no, she can come in and use the bathroom and da 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 da. And they're like, oh, okay. So they told me that in the chat. And I was like, oh, awesome. You guys are amazing. Like, thank you. Because I really do have to pee and yada, yada, yada. And so I went in assuming that, you know, he was going to let me this time. Wrong. All right. Here is the scene that day when I had to use a potty. The bathroom. Play. What's happening? Well, now you don't want to play. You don't want to play with me? And it's stuck? Sorry. Take 2. We'll try this again. No? Don't want to play? Maybe next time? While I figure that out, let's go check the donation page. Did we have any new donos come in while I was being weird? $6.80. Nope, but that's okay. Love still seeing Ask Bob there. Can we go back to the Facebook page? Are you crashing on me? Play button, correct? Correct. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Maybe if I go on this one. No one send a message. Oh, the dog. The dog. The dog. Lily. You're so scary. Lily. 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 Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Right here. Come say hi. Or not. How does one do this? Oh. I think I got it. Hold on. Guess who's back? Back again. ST's back. Okay. I'm hoping that this will work, guys. I can't make any promises. She's doing what she's... I just need to pet my support mic. Support mic. Like, I just want to play my Facebook thing. I want to play this video, but it's not working. Can you give me some, like, support here? Like, please. Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence, like, here in my orbit right now. She'll get there, guys. No, that's not the one I wanted to share because guess what? That one let me down. That one, we're no longer friends. You let me down. I can't trust you anymore. What's up, Iceman? How you doing? How you doing? I'm almost at hour. She, as long as she could, she tried being an adult. You will not be. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it. Well, Find me on Facebook if you want. Click. Oh, nope. They did put a rope. Can't use the bathroom. Hi, you don't have a public restroom?
This was the first time I went in.
You don't have I can't use the bathroom?
No,
Why is it out of order?
bathrooms are closed.
They're closed?
Yeah.
For repair?
I don't have to give you any more than they're closed, ma'am. Have a good day.
At least he wants me to have a good day. He doesn't need to give me any more than that. But they're closed. And he called me ma'am. And he called me ma'am. Bathrooms are closed. Can't use the bathroom. Go ahead. Where are the videos? Where are the videos? Where are the videos? Yup. So that was number one. I tried to use the bathroom the first time, and then we streamed some more, and then they called in and said, "We called, you can use it." I was like, "Awesome, let's go." Oh, nope. Oh, nope. Take two of trying to use the bathroom. Am I making trouble? I hope I wasn't making trouble. Honk, 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 honk. Taking my sunglasses off, gotta see. I guess he's on the phone. Hi, me again.
All right, 1 minute.
Oh, sure. Sorry. I just didn't know if you knew I was here. Hi. I know you're so happy to see me again. He's like, oh shit, what the? This girl again? Oh, isn't that pretty? The Hall of Honor. Canton's finest, but there is one fine man on that wall. Go find it. Where is that name? That beautiful man. Murphy, he's on the wall. Sergeant Peter Murphy. 1986. Yeah, hi. So I had some concerned friends call in for me to check if the bathrooms were
No,
available or not.
closed. I already told you that.
No, I know,
Closed.
but they said that they called you guys and
Okay,
it said
I
that
didn't
they
speak
weren't.
to anybody. I'm the sergeant in charge of the shift. It's closed. You can go wherever else you want. Our bathroom's closed, all right?
But this is a public building and toilets are.
Yeah, I gave you your answer. We're done.
Ew. We're done. Is Rafferty in? Rafferty. Where are the videos? Where? I want to know. Where are the videos for Karen Reed's trial? They were destroyed. It's destroying evidence. That's bad. You're bad. Bad. Oh, no potty. No, you can't go potty here. Where are the videos? Rafferty, we know what you did. We know what you all did. Ma'am, I told you they're closed. Stop with the ma'am. I don't know who you spoke to, but I already told you once. Miss. Miss to you. Esty if you're nasty. And there's all my beautiful friends standing out. Well, that was fun. At least I got a little warm, Oh yeah, it was freezing that day. Where are the videos? I had to just put. You destroyed videos, and you denied me to the toilet twice. There it was. Twice denied the toilet. Twice denied. I don't think it was Sergeant Good. Somebody wrote who it was. But yeah, he was not very nice at all. Denied the bathroom twice. Called ma'am twice. And then after that, what did I do? I took my frustrations and acted like a child. And I wrote in the snow, where are the videos? So they had some beautiful words to read in their snow. But yeah, she's an adult, but she doesn't act like it. Because this is all insane, and it drives you insane, and it makes you insane, and it makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do. Or would I? Denied the loo 2 times. Yeah. The bathroom thing is just weird. It is weird. And there were so many people contacting me about like this is a violation, and then other things that they said that they could do. And it was just, I mean, it's just going to show the world again, the Canton Police Department, who they are. Like, come on, man. You're just trying to make it uncomfortable for us out there because you don't like what we're doing. We all know. We see you. So the next time that we come live too, I want to go over a book. Yeah, you can't read it correctly because this is mirrored. Fatal Ambition. Oh, maybe you can. I just saw myself on my own screen. This is a book about my father's cousin that was murdered in Brookline. And it ties into a very prominent, rich family here in Boston as well. And that was my father was my first introduction to having close ties to somebody that was murdered and stuff. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I found this. Alexa, play True Colors by Cyndi Lauper.
All right.
I don't know if you wanted that to be played, but I love this song. So we'll have this jam in the background. But yeah, we can go over that if you want. There'll be something fun, but it's gruesome too, but it's the other family that was involved. They're in politics here in Boston too, and it's a tie. But yeah, it was my father's cousin. And it all had to do with money and greed. And I see your true colors. Canton Police Department, we see your true colors. Don't be afraid. All right, we're getting silly now, and it's 12 o'clock. So everybody, it's lunchtime. Let's go. I'm going to go quickly before I share. I won't even share the page. I'm going to do it so that we don't waste time. See if there's any more donos that came in while being here. And we do. So let's go ahead and share, read these few last ones, and then reconvene for another hangout with my besties. You get it, right? You get it? Glenn named it. Esty is in the middle of B and S. And then through, I'll see your true colors. That's why. Okay, stop. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, 50 from Lisa May. Karen, you got this fight and you are so strong. You are in my thoughts and prayers every day that this will end. What is happening with everything that is going on is beyond crazy. Esty, you rock at everything you do. Lisa, you rock for giving $50 to help. Because we know what Karen's doing and she should be getting paid to do this for us in Massachusetts, especially to the taxpayers in Norfolk County. Because what she's going to do after all of this is amazing. 10 Microdots is watching you. Do your worst and I'll do mine. Yes. 21 from Denise Madiria. In support of Esty's new channel. Stay strong, Karen. You got this. Thank you, Denise. All right, guys. That's all she's got for today on this Wednesday. I appreciate each and every one of you for spending your time with me today, doing all the fun stuff that I do but on my own, going to the defense page, reading the comments, then hopping over to the justice page, seeing what's been dropped new, which I didn't know. I didn't do now. I'm wondering if like anything's happened, but I'm sure you guys would have put it in the chat. But yeah, checking out what's happening there. Any other giveaways happening. There's a giveaway that I would personally like to do. There's a pair of Balenciaga sneakers that I have that I literally put on my feet once. And, I would like to give those or put those up for a giveaway. They're a size 9, but they also they're unisex. A lot of Balenciaga things are unisex. So they can also fit men. And do the conversion yourselves on what that would be. And soon that will be there for a giveaway. Alexa, stop. I don't know what that song is.
This is Meet Me Halfway on Back to Avalon, Kenny Loggins.
Okay. She just told me. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the donations to Karen's Defense Fund. Thank you for spreading the awareness of her innocence and how she's been framed. Thank you, Brennan, for showing everyone that you're not that bright. Or you're listening to people that don't care how it makes you look. But yeah, wrapping it up. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll do this again on Friday. And that's all she's got. I love you. Bring it in for a hug. Oh, now I'm out of focus. All right, guys. Till next time, I love you, my besties. Bye. And free Karen Reed.
They told you to shrink yourself, didn't they? To make yourself small, quiet, and easy to swallow. They said your fire was too much, that your desires were too wild, that you should be ashamed of the hunger in your soul. But here's the truth they won't tell you. The world fears women who know what they want. They fear women who refuse to play by the rules, who aren't afraid to burn everything down just to feel alive. You were never meant to fit in their little box. You were born to shatter it. They want you tamed because they can't handle the storm that's inside you. But why should you apologize for being powerful, for wanting more than a life of empty smiles and shallow conversations? You deserve to be wild, to be unruly, to take up space unapologetically. Stop dimming your light for people who can't handle your shine. Remember this, the ones who fear your power will always try to silence it, but your voice was never meant to be quiet.